DoubleTree Hotels is taking place at 172 pounds. And introducing first out of the blue corner, making his debut, stepping into the cage at 26 years of age, and standing at 6 foot tall. Weighing in at 167 pounds, representing the Striking Institute, fighting out of Haiti, Kharl the Demon Louise. And his opponent out of the red corner with a record of 1 win and no defeats, coming in at 19 years of age and standing at 6 feet tall, 3 inches. Weighing in at 157 pounds, representing Mark 44 MMA, fighting out of Blue Earth, Minnesota, Jim Allis! And your referee for the action is Tony Storr.
You got Jim Allis in the red corner with the red trunks, black and gold trim. Louise Jean in the blue corner in the black trim, red Muay Thai trunks.
Both gentlemen look like they're going to be ready to come in and throw.
Jean had never broken eye contact since they first entered the ring.
He's amped up.
Tony Storm, our third man in the ring. So he's got 10 years of Muay Thai experience as a referee. Both fighters, center ring. Touch of gloves. Quick to take the center is Jean.
Nice left hook by Jean.
Jean slipping the left hook. Counter right hook of his own. Left right punch finds its way by Allis.
Both men are very aggressive this opening bout.
I think Jean has got remarkable length. Overhand left right punch, uppercut by Jean.
Oh, nice elbow by Jean. And Kharl.
Both fighters clashing.
Yeah, nice clinching here. You got to work in here, yep.
Jean kind of sitting back on his punches.
I think Jim is waiting to counter. He's landed a couple of those counters there.
Well, it's one thing countering, it's another thing going back on your heel with your chin up. Sometimes you got to tuck it in a little bit.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, because now you can get caught one of these looping punches. You know, you don't want to get that. Jim's coming in, trying to be a little bit more aggressive now. Nice straight. Measured him up for that one.
Jim Allis leading with his left hand, coming down with a big hammer with his right punch. Yeah, switching his lead foot.
He should have followed up on that one.
Left right uppercut, followed by a check left hook is Allis.
Now he's moving, using some feints. Jim's lining him up. Seems to use his lead arm first, and then he throws.
Ooh, overhand right hook, right hand finds its mark for Jean.
They're both slowing down a little bit. I think they're going to try to be more technical here.
Yeah, when fight slows down, that's when the fight starts to breathe and kind of have a personality of its own.
Yes.
Usually takes about a minute for things to slow down, especially with more experienced fighters.
Nice inside kick by Jim there.
Nice kick to the head, Allis.
Oh, uppercut.
Little Bobo punch, uppercut.
And Kharl put it in with the right hook. There you go. Both men started really strong.
Touch of gloves by both fighters at the end of that. Very good show of sportsmanship.
Yes.
Deep breaths by Allison.
Yes. That's, Kharl looks calm in the corner. He looks, like he's ready for the next round. I think Jim too, though. He's in there. He landed a couple good shots. Kharl, I think he was being the one with the more output.
You got Caitlin Young in the corner of Louise Jean giving the instruction. On the other side, you got Brady Steinhorst. Jim Allis refused the stool.
I always like the second round, because then you can see what adjustments both opponents make, you know what I mean? And how they can, see what they read from the first and see how they can capitalize on it.
Starting our second round. I think maybe Allis may have won that round in the judges' eyes. Ooh, no touch of gloves to begin the round.
No.
Marching forward is Gene.
Yeah, Kharl seems to have his left hand a little low.
Check right hook, finds a mark by Allis. Allis continuing to switch his lead foot.
Nice leg kick. Another leg kick. I think Kharl's shoulder might be a little hurt here.
You think Gene's shoulder is hurt?
Yeah, he hasn't thrown his left arm, and it's dropping down. Looks like, I see his bone sticking out. Maybe it came out. I don't think Jim has recognized it.
You know what? I think that's a really good call on your end. There seems to be a bump on the left portion of the shoulder of Gene, and to his credit, you're right.
He's
you know
still
what?
in
You're
there.
right on that. That's a very good call, Randy.
Oh,
overhand left, right hand, fouled by an uppercut.
He's still coming. He's still putting it on. Poker face here. I don't know if Jim has recognized it yet, but if I think so. He's throwing.
Allis.
Nice little dump there.
The left punch that Gene just threw, it didn't have the power on it that he did in the first round.
Yes, and he's holding a little low. But Jim, I don't think Jim's noticing it. If I was him, I would start kicking that. He's going low with it. Yes.
Inside leg kick by
leg
Allis.
kick, yeah.
Ooh, check left hook, barely misses.
Yes.
Kharl.
It was a very close round. Oh, he stopped on that one. Let's see, Kharl.
If the left shoulder, if Gene is out and he's continued to use it, throw and block with it,
Yes.
the pain tolerance of that man is incredible.
Yeah, super, super tough guy right here. There we go, a clinch.
Yeah, there's a big bump. It looks like it's actually got larger.
Yes, I think it might be out, but he's staying in strong. And I don't really think Jim's noticing it.
They got the ice on the left shoulder. Then Caitlin Young has got the ice on the left shoulder of Gene right now.
Hanging in strong.
Yeah, if you look at Gene, I don't know if this is something that happens often, but the left shoulder.
I mean, sometimes when you're throwing those looping overhands, sometimes you might hit the opponent on the glove, and then your arm, might hyperextend, and then that's sometimes how your shoulder comes out. He was throwing wild in the first round, so maybe that's when it happened. But let's see, he's hanging in tough, and he's not showing. He's having a great poker face.
I cannot believe the fortitude of Gene continuing to march forward. He must be in excruciating pain. Inside leg kick.
Nice inside leg kick. He's been throwing a lot of low kicks here, and they've been landing pretty clean.
Overhand right hook. There were heavy right hooks. Randy, you had mentioned about the corner, definitely saw it. Standing 8 count. Referee Tony Storm.
He just looked at it, so let's see if I'm not sure why. I'm guessing he hit him after.
It was hit him after the belt. And the referee was giving a standing 8 count. Stern warning, no point taken. The referee has got to set a precedent so things don't get out of hand. It looked like a hard warning, but he didn't take a point. I'll take a hard warning before I lose a point. I'm more than okay with that.
And like you said, it's good to establish that before it gets out of hand.
Absolutely.
Kharl's here. He's throwing. He's throwing his right hook.
There is no output on that left side in terms of punching.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully he can start mixing up with his legs too. The art of 8 limbs. So Jim's pushing the pressure. Switch. Oh yeah, you gotta throw it. I think he just threw the left a little bit there, but there was nothing in it.
Allis continuing to close the distance, continuously landing that right hook.
All smiles, even with this hurt shoulder. Oh, nice uppercut by Jim.
And still throwing his left hand.
Good knee to the body. Jim's measuring him up. Let's see if he tries to throw another low kick. Those been working for him.
You know, minus his shoulder, I'm surprised Gene isn't throwing more punches, or more kicks.
Likewise, yeah. I would, you know, you would think, you know, you got to add more of your elements to the game.
Uppercut, heavy right hand punches by Allis. Again.
No, taking him well.
Man, good camaraderie between the two.
Great fight, man. Great heart by Kharl. Staying in there with that hurt shoulder.
Yeah. I think yeah, you know, for Gene not to quit with a shoulder that is clearly out of the socket, you don't see that type of fortitude at the highest levels of combat sports, let alone something here within the region.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, the other opponent sees that and then just start attacking it, but I don't think Jim saw it. You know, lucky that Kharl was able to kind of come away with not too much of an injury.
Gene, an immigrant out of Haiti, oftentimes they call it an immigrant mentality.
Yeah.
And all that means is that you're a very hard worker. You don't settle for dealing with pain or quit because of pain. And this is a very, very good example of what they refer to in combat sports as immigrant mentality.
Yes.
Bring your lunch to work. Deal with adversity. Don't complain about it. There was not one complaint, even on the 10-second or the standing 8 count, did Gene ever say anything. He looked at his shoulder for his own edification, never said one thing to the referee.
No, and kept fighting, and even sometimes he threw it, you know, and just to see if he can maybe throw some shots in, but, you know, he hanged in tough.
Heroic effort by Gene. Yeah, no, immigrant mentality. That's exactly, when you hear that phrase in combat sports, the very definition of that is what we just witnessed tonight. And when we send it to her, we're going to have to Tresmala and make this bout official.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. All 3 judges have the score 30-27. Your winner out of the red corner, Jim Allis!
Great fight by both men.